Good morning and welcome to another morning and wake up into wellness. I am so grateful to be here. I'm happy that you're here too. And we're going to get into this concept and this idea of rest and practicing rest because rest is so important. Yet in today's day and age, we often believe we have to earn it or we have to complete everything and then we can rest. And this morning I was journaling about when we were in school, we had breaks. Well, it all started, right? You have a long summer break. And then after summer break, you have fall. So think about Thanksgiving. You always get a few days off for Thanksgiving. It's a little bit of a fall celebration. Then you get a winter break. Usually, at least in college, it's like a month long. In elementary, it was 2 weeks long. After winter, you have spring break. It was either a week or two. In college, it's like a month. And then you go back into summer break, which was a few months long. And so during school, we had this rhythm of taking these pretty large chunks around the cycles and the seasons. And then when we grow out of school, we work, and then we often are responsible for taking that time off. And I've noticed most people, at least here in America, don't take either time off, right? They accumulate all of these hours off that they either use at the end of their time at a company or they lose it or it gets paid out. And I want to change that for myself. I want to get back to taking these seasonal and cyclical pauses, even if they're not as long as they were when we were back in university, because it is so important to reset and to reset so you can come back to whatever your project is or whatever you're working on with more energy, new insights, inspiration, creativity, all of this. And that comes with rest. Resting before things are complete or coming to a close. It's a cycle. Cycles of rest. It's not necessarily something that you earn at the end of the finish line. You do also you earn it at the end of a finish line, of course. And it's important to, right, pace yourself through the whole year and through life. So I wanted to just chat about this concept of cyclical rest and some of the ways that it can look like, right? I talked about it in terms of seasons and taking PTO or unpaid time off. It can also look like in your regular day to day. So yesterday, for example, I had planned to take a longer lunch break and go down to a market and look at all the artists' things that they'd made. I did not. So now that's one of my goals today. So you can take longer lunch breaks. Like in school, we had recess and lunch. Maybe you start to take recess again during your work days. 10, 15 minutes of, I don't know, playing wall ball against your house or walking the dog or doing something fun like drawing, but taking a pause in your day, taking a longer lunch break. Maybe it looks like something I've been recently trying and starting is I haven't been the best at it, but it's my goal is turning my phone off and plugging it into a different room about an hour before bed so I can start to decompress and get ready for bed. So can you maybe gift yourself some downtime before going to sleep as a way to help you get in the mindset of rest? And yeah, rest doesn't have to be a big thing like a month-long break or vacation. It can look small, like a 10 to 15-minute recess during your day, a little mental reset. So I'd love to know how this idea feels for you. Let's take 2 more minutes here together to actually practice this. So I want you to close your eyes and take a breath, letting yourself drop into this space, this moment, asking yourself, what season of life are you in? Are you in a summer, maybe a fall or a winter? Or maybe you're a spring. And then asking yourself, what type of rest or what type of break does this cycle and season of my life ask for? What does that look like? What does that rest look like? How are you going to be able to honor this cycle's need for rest? And then come back whenever you're ready. I'm so grateful to share this idea of cyclical rest with you, to practice it. Let me know in the comments below either what you're planning to do for rest, what season you're in, or maybe something that you recently did to honor your rest. I cannot wait to continue to practice rest with you and practice our wellness together. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow morning.